Hi gents, thought I'd bring you another quick shave video. I'm enjoying doing my 2-week trial with all of the same product just to see what I'm learning, and also had to do a shave video because we received our group buy brushes, or at least I received mine a couple of days ago. So I've been cleaning it out because it's been quite a stinky brush, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So here it is. This is the Shavemac Model 3. The bulb knot itself is a unique knot and it's set at 28.56, although by my measurements this is a bit larger than a 28mm knot. Burn usually gives us bigger knots, which is really kind of him. So I'll just show you the front, the back and the bottom. So we've got our website name engraved in the bottom against the grain, and obviously the year. So still suffering from a bit of a cold, but we will get through this. This is a absolutely gorgeous knot. Great amount of backbone, really soft tips. I've taken some pictures of it and I'll put the links down below, but the tips are very soft. They're already starting to hook, and the backbone itself is very plush. I really do like this bulb knot, so going to put that through its paces. I washed it with some soap commander that I've just added essential oils to myself. I use that as like a brush cleaner to get rid of the scent. Then I use some tobacco. Then I use some Crumpet's Bay Rum, and it's still got a tiny bit of badger stink to it, but yeah, lovely brush. And with that brush I'm going to be using some Obsidian. This is Phoenix and Bow. This is actually the first run that we did, the actual LE run, and yeah, scent that I picked with that Kerry made first time off, literally bang, and it's gorgeous. It's smoky, yet it's not overpowering. So it's like it's a smoke scent with a clean hint, if that even makes sense. Vetiver, pine, really dark notes that don't actually linger. They're very crisp. So what have I found out with this brush? I've used it twice. It loads super quick. So I'm still using the brush. Like I said, it's early days, so I really am expecting it to bloom more, which will mean the knot itself relaxes, picks up soap even quicker, larger surface area, but not by much, being a bulb. And in terms of face feel, those hooks should develop further. So that's already picked up a fair amount of soap there. Just going to wet the brush. Still learning about how much water to use in the knot. That's quite a large dunk, so reload that. Yeah, the tips should really develop, and similar to my 26mm uniques, I've got them in both a fan and a bulb shaped knot. I'll show you later on. The knots just get better and better. It's a really good knot. So just been loading up again. Got a load of soap on the brush now. Probably overloaded that. That band is pretty saturated, so let's go with that. I'm going to be continuing, like I say, same equipment in terms of my hardware. So I'm going to be continuing with the PILS razor. 3 shaves on the PILS. This being my 3rd shave on the PILS now, and yeah, still enjoying the razor. Haven't got bored of it in the slightest. Beautiful direct feel with terms to cutting. Right, this brush. Get back to the PILS later. So I've got about 2 days growth on my face. I'm going to add some water to the brush. So with the dry leather, or drier leather being painted on the face, you can feel the individual bristles. As you add more water, and now the leather, as you can see, is building, to be a bit more thicker and substantial. You get that lovely clumped bristle feeling. The splay is not overly large, which is good. The knot stays compact, direct. You can see the bulb is still as is. Of course, this still has to bloom a bit more. The handle's gorgeous, isn't it, with the green and the black. Absolutely love that. It's not just holding the leather at the bottom of the knot. You can see the black part is still not saturated. Gonna add some more water. As the knot relaxes even more, of course that flow through or leather release will improve, in my opinion. So Obsidian is a tallow based soap. Made by Kerry. Hope you're doing well, Kerry. I believe he's got his Kickstarter campaign coming up soon. Check that out. You can see it on the website, which of course I'll put a link to below. So building up the leather nicely now. Nice and thick. I want to see what happens with a bit more water, and I also want to just add a touch more soap to the brush. So just loading up a tiny bit more. See if we can get this really going now. This brush feels gorgeous. It's so soft on the face, yet you can feel the bristles and it's clumping, so there's a little bit more added backbone there. The backbone itself, I would put it probably about a 7 out of 10, possibly an 8. I really like this level of backbone. You don't, the brush doesn't flop on the face. You get the feel from the tips without it being scritchy or scratchy in any shape or form. It's a beautiful. I really do like this brush, I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be within my top 2 that I've actually bought from Burn. I sent him an email to thank him the other day, and I actually said in that it's my favourite Shavemac thus far. I think that stands true. It's gorgeous. It's so soft. It's a nice big knot, but it doesn't splay too much. Good backbone. Very happy. It needs to still bloom, so let's see what happens, but early signs are really good. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. Lovely thick leather. I'm going to work in a bit more water. I probably would have shaved with this leather a couple of minutes ago, but I am enjoying this brush as well. I want to give it a thorough go, see what it's like live. So yeah, lots of lather release now. That means the water level is good. I've probably added about, I'd say 3 teaspoons of water to the brush after my initial first dunk. Okay, that's really good lather. So I'm just going to work that a tiny bit more actually, just under the chin, paint. It has that gel feel to it, you know, once you've built up a good lather, and I suppose it's been soaking for some time. I've just soaked this for less than 5 minutes. This is a beautiful brush. Great. So I hope you guys are enjoying your brushes as they land. The pictures look absolutely incredible. Please keep them coming. So first pass with the PILS. This is north to south. Let's use a mirror. What have I learnt about the PILS? Use even less pressure. I think that's the main thing for myself so far. Not that I had any irritation whatsoever. With my previous shaves, but I think my angle has improved again, or at least I've got used to the correct angle, because I keep switching up razors, soaps, blades, brushes on a regular basis. Tend to forget, or at least I tend to forget, the optimum cutting angle, pressure, attributed with each razor. So yes, I like to use more of a direct angle. It's like that, straight down, you can hear it cutting. Very little pressure, because the razor, even though being fairly mild, maybe around about excuse me, a 6 out of 10, similar to the Edwin Jagger in terms of comfort levels, but it's very heavy, top heavy, which I quite like, but you need to be aware of that, obviously. Okay, so second pass. The razor is so efficient that you know, 2 passes again for me is more than enough. So I've wet my face. So I believe if Obsidian's now available to buy, or has been throughout the year, and it's, like I say, so gorgeous and well worth buying if you haven't tried it. Okay, my face is exploding with lather here, but not the kind of lather I'm looking for at the moment. It's a bit bubbly. Lovely smoky vetiver. There's a good amount of olibanum in there as well. And you have your wood notes sitting amongst all of that. I'm going to add some more soap to this. I think I've added too much water down the path, so the lather is a bit bubbly. This can easily be fixed. So just going to go back to the puck with the soap, with the brush. So still learning how to best use this brush, as you can see. I've gone back to the puck a couple of times in the shave. And the knot is big enough for me not to need to do that, so just need to get used to using it, which I will over the next month or so. Just put up. Yeah, really work this brush. I want to figure out how best to use it. It's produced a very good lather again. No more water needed. Just clean this up. So amongst P&B, I know I mentioned Tabac as being one of my other favourite tallows the other day. The other one that I mentioned was Euphros, and like with this group buy that we've had for Shavemac, I also conduct one with Manuel from Yabaman or Euphros shaving soaps, and we've actually got one called aptly Badass Elite. It's his take on the Day Dash shower gel. So not the same scent, copy or claim, just an interpretation. Across the grain on my cheeks, against the grain on my neck. I really do love this razor. It's definitely staying in my den. Watch the nose, remember I cut it last time. Direct, no blade movement, lovely weight, great balance. Comfortable and super efficient. and it looks the part. Can't really ask for more. Okay, just clean up my Adam's apple. I think I'm done here. There's 2 passes with the grain, across the grain, against the grain, with the new Shavemac brush and the PILS razor. I've been using the Gillette Silver Blues in the razor for the last couple of shaves, but the glue dots on the actual blade I find gunk up the razor a bit. So I've switched to Astra blades for this shave. I have been previously scraping off the glue or running it under a hot tap, but it's just easier without having too much of that issue. Astras do have a slight glue spot on the blades, but it's not towards the edge and it's a lot thinner in profile, easier to get rid of. So that's 2 passes. That's my towel falling down. Really nice shave, no irritation. Skin feels really good. The brush, so I'm still learning how to best manipulate this brush. It needs a fair amount of soap, it eats a lot of soap, it's a large knot, so like my Masetto shaving brushes and my 26s, I think maybe load it for a little bit longer. I'm just seeing how much leather I've still got in here, so I've still got a fair amount of leather there. And in the knot itself, when I squeeze out the knot at the end of the shaves, especially early on when I get a brush, if you get like a browny liquid, it says the brush obviously still needs to be cleaned through. I've actually now not got that liquid on my brush. I've managed to clean it out pretty well so far. Loads of leather still in the brush. That leather that I've just taken out, it's quite thick. So it's probably been sitting in amongst the knot. I need to really kind of figure out the water level needed and the load time needed. But in terms of face feel, great, absolutely brilliant. Soft, clumpy, plush backbone. The hook tips are already visible, but obviously as it blooms and with more use, that should become more prevalent. Love the handle. The weight of the handle itself is really nice as well. It's actually heavier than my other Shavemacs. So just give that a quick wash. Yep, still needs to be washed out a bit more. What else can I say? I will show you my other 26mm, just as a comparison. I've had them for about at least 3 to 4 years. That's better. So that's the brush washed. Just going to give it a quick dry, and then we can see what it's like towel dry. So it's only been blooming for about a day or two. Actually, yeah, 2 days exact. So it's still a baby, it's in its infancy. It needs to really open up a bit more. Still already mushrooming, and the cut is absolutely beautiful as well. So excellent work by Bernd again. Excuse me. So yeah, let's compare that just very quickly to the other two. Okay, so here we have the 26mm unique in a fan and the 26mm unique in a bulb. Compare that to, so obviously it's not fully bloomed and it's just been used, but that is the 28mm unique bulb. So best represented here. See the two there. So the one on the right is obviously the blue Cobalt M7 style, has definitely relaxed more than this knot, and understandably so. This has had a few years use on occasions, and yeah, just have a look. The density, see there, definitely spread out a bit more. So this should hopefully expand. The face feels is phenomenal. Even now, That is super soft, gorgeous. Yeah, very happy with the brush. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Please let me know. I'm going to finish off my shave now with some Tob's Gentleman's Cologne. This stuff is absolutely beautiful. I'm enjoying using this scent for a long time. It's a very traditional, when I say traditional, it's got those deeper notes. You've got the clove, very strong wood notes, a true gentleman's cologne, as it says. Absolutely gorgeous. So just finish off with that. I hope you enjoyed the shave, and let me know what you think. See you later.